Well, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if this is your first time. So if you're here, you are either interested in starting your home health agency, or you just started the process of creating your home health agency, or you have an established home health agency and you're stuck. Either way, you're here. Welcome. My name is Ange, and I'm here to tell you how I got into this. So my whole channel is about providing you the information that I have gathered while building my home health agency. And it has not been an easy road. I will say that. Let me start by saying that first. We will get into exactly how much I got started with and how I got there and maybe where I'm at now. We will dive into that depending on. So if you're thinking about starting a home health agency, first of all, there's a few things that you need to know. Are you starting a actual medical or non-medical? So keep that in mind. If you have not seen my video on that, go back and watch that. If you're wondering how I ended up even doing a home health agency, go back and watch that. But let's move on to how I started with $0, right? So if you know, this had always been my dream to have my own business. I've created other businesses before, but this has been my biggest adventure so far. And when the idea came to me again, I was like, sure. Did I think of the finances behind it? No, not really. I knew I would have to put some money out, right? Didn't think of how much it would cost me. And so I just knew, hey, let's get started. And literally overnight, we got started. When they said yes to me and we were all in on getting this business up and running, and I will be honest, I didn't stop and say, okay, like I had done in my other business, how much is this going to cost me? What do I need to put into this business? Can I do this? I didn't care. Why? Because I was going to do it regardless, right? Did my bank account say that I could do that? Did my savings account, did my checking account say that I could do that? All I knew is at this point, it was 4 of us. So therefore, with it being 4 of us, what harm would it go about it? So anyways, let's dive into it. So when we first started, let's break down the things that you are going to need, right? You are going to, I knew the basic. We would have to research Indiana to see how much it was going to cost us in Indiana to even do an LLC, right? We knew that we would have to do a website eventually so people could find our business, so that we could advertise our business. We knew we would have to have business cards, the basics that every business must need. I knew those things. I knew it would cost a couple dollars, but a couple $1,000 to get started. So yep, you heard me right. You will need to get through your first year, to be completely honest and transparent. Our first year, we went through over $15,000. So I would say, to be safe, to make sure that you have all of the funds in there, because you will need the insurance eventually, you will need the workman's comp eventually. And if you're doing it right and you have your business up and running, you will start paying your employees. And so that will all start to add up just within your first year. And so I would say to try to have anywhere from $20,000 to $30,000 in the bank. So our first year, I know that we put in and made it through our first year about $15,000. But after that first year is really when we started having to pay our employees. And keep in mind, with that being said, in Indiana, you're gonna take pro bono clients. Why? Because if you're asking for Medicaid or Medicare, or even when they come out to do your survey, you're gonna have to have a certain number of clients. And we will get into that in another video also on when they come out to do your survey. What are they looking for? How many clients do you need? What type of clients do you need? What is a good client to have for those, right? But getting back to how much we started with 0. By the end of that year, we had over $15,000 in the bank, and we went through that. And all those funds, it depends on how you're going to get your funds too, right? So because when you apply for Medicaid and Medicare, they will ask for your bank accounts. They will ask to see it. how much is there. You will have to go print out a statement if that's one of your things that you want to go through, and know that too. Do you want Medicaid and Medicare? Those come with some other requirements, right? And a lot of things repeat themselves, but guess what? Everything costs. Everything has a separate cost. You will pay for the Medicaid application. You will pay for the Medicare application. You will pay for fingerprints and backgrounds to be done on yourself a couple times. So you may need it for Medicaid and Medicare. Guess what? You have to pay for each one of those costs. So to start our business, we did. We started off with $0. $0. We had no idea, no clue. If I had to do it all over again, I would most definitely have that money in the bank, because you will stress yourself out. You will crash and burn if you don't do it right. So take it from me. So continue to like and subscribe to my channel and ask any questions, and I will answer. Until next time, stay blessed.